So the build-up to the autumn internationals has begun. England announced their first training squad. And I thought you were going to score.
Ask a better question, you get a better answer.
Hi guys, welcome back. So let's have a quick look at this England training squad. It's not the final squad for the autumn internationals, so certain established players who aren't in might not need to panic too much. There are some players unavailable through injury, but certainly for your new player and you're not in this squad, maybe not a great sign. Now, I'd love to know your thoughts on who's in this squad. I'm just going to go through some of the players, let you know my thoughts. Also, I'm going to do a few more videos on the Rugby Championship that's just finished, but this came out today, so I thought I'd get into this right now. Now, with these end-of-year internationals coming up, you want to watch the match. Maybe you're going abroad. Maybe it's just time for a VPN anyway for the security, the encryption it gives you. I've seen quite a few of you have taken me up on the link I've got for Private Internet Access VPN, 3 months free. Then it's 83% off for 2 years. That's just $2.11 for 2 years. Pretty good deal. Seen quite a few have done it. If you want to do that, click the link in the description below or the pinned comment. That would be great. Now, first of all, a few omissions who are fit as far as I know, worth discussion. Danny Kerr, who was in for Australia, is straight back out. That's pretty harsh, but, you know, maybe he knew deep down, or maybe he was told he was kind of there as the experience for Australia with Ben Young's out. That's possible. Joe Marchant, Henry Slade, the first and second choice, number 13s, outside centres, not in. Both fit. I don't think they should panic. I think, you know, Jones knows all about them, and I don't think he really needs to include them. Maybe they're not in the best form, or I know Slade's just come back from injury. But yeah, I don't think they should panic. Harry Randall, a little bit tough, but I don't think he's, you know, pushed hard enough to say definitely he needs to be in the squad. Two props who you might expect to be in a full squad, Joe Marler and Kyle Sinclair, aren't in. Again, I don't think they should panic. I'm not quite sure the reasons why they're not, but, you know, maybe he just knows what he's getting with them. Then Big Joe Launchbury, he's fit, he's playing well. I'd say he's a bit more of a break glass in case of emergency second row at the moment for Jones. I don't think he'd take him unless he has to, just maybe he's getting on a bit, just slowing down a touch potentially. Okay, let's get into this squad and chat about some of these players. We've got Ollie Chesham there. He's got 5 caps already. Very young second row. Got a lot of potential. Will definitely need to fill out a bit to really impact the international game. And they are looking at quite a few second rows. Alex Coles is one. 23 years old. Very tall. You know, filling out again. Getting into his stride. Worth having a look at. We've no idea if he'll make the grade or not. But certainly he's got potential. Cowan Dickey we know all about. Curry we know all about, so I'm not going to waste time on them. Genge, I'll just mention, has been playing great for ages. Started the season, now with Bristol, of course, an absolute bang. He's one of England's form players. Jamie George still looking good. Joe Hayes, who certainly looked okay, playing his 5 caps. He's back in, but, you know, a big year for him for sure if he's going to make the World Cup. Johnny Hill, who looks indispensable at the moment, but only 15 caps. Again, England light in those second rows. No Atoje in this squad. I think he's injured at the moment. But they'll need Hill firing, and they'll need to find maybe 1 or 2 other second rows as well. Lewis Ludlam never lets England down. Solid performer, can play across the back row. Is he world class in any position? Not sure, not convinced. Let me know if you think he is. Then a young flanker, Tom Pearson from London Irish, yet to get a cap. Similar to maybe Kenningham of Quins, he could have been in, but certainly big frame. Maybe you could play him as a blind side or an open side. Potential, but again, we've no idea if he's going to make the grade or not. A guy who's been in and out, you know, David Ribbons, who's been in a number of squads but yet to get capped. Just got that feeling maybe it's not going to happen for him, with some more new second rows coming in as well. Bevan Roard, only a couple of caps, still young. Schickerling, yet to be capped, but I can't say I've seen anything to say, yeah, he's going to be a world-class prop, but hopefully he proves me right. So there's definitely some speculation in this squad. Good to see Sam Simmons back for Exeter Chiefs. He had an operation, so he was out for Australia. He's got 14 caps, but he's got plenty more to give. Great impact if you're going to use him off the bench as well. Will Stewart, one of those players who in Australia really enhanced his reputation, so looking forward to seeing him kick on. Then the last of the tryouts for the second row, Hugh Tizard, another youngster, uncapped, a little bit shorter I think than Coles, but maybe a bit bigger, so slightly different build there. But he's got a chance, so yeah, interested to see how he goes. Are any of these second rows going to break through and get into that squad for the November internationals, end of year, whatever you want to call them? Mako still playing solid there. He's in the squad. Jack Walker, been around for a little bit now, but still uncapped. Just needs a break, really. I think he might be good enough. Jack Willis I really like. Just gets stuck in there. If you want an open side, he just gets stuck in, turnovers, body on the line stuff. He's your man. Now on to the backs, and I'm fairly excited about the backs, to be honest. I think there's some good names in here, names that can have big years. Henry Arundel is definitely one of them. Just looks $1 million when he attacks. I mean, obviously we're going to have to see how he stands up to the high ball in defence and international, but he's a guy I think you just have to start, maybe even on the wing to start with. I know he likes playing fullback. You got Big Joe. The good news about Big Joe Thogna is he's playing regularly. He's playing full games. He hasn't got any strapping on his knees and stuff, which is great. He's definitely England's most powerful winger option. Is he, quite quick enough, when you compare him to like a Caleb Clark type power winger? I don't know, but he's fully fit and he's going to be very useful. Dingwall, Fraser Dingwall, love this guy. Just got all the skills. Great defender. My questions are, physically, does he quite have enough to impose himself on the international stage? Then Owen Farrell, playing great, approaching 100 caps. I'm sure he'll get it this year. Playing great, but at 10, I would absolutely have him as a 10. I think he's playing really well there. Offers a lot, looks completely on top of his game. Young Tommy Freeman, love him. He could play back three, he could play centre potentially. Big, strong, quick, very skillful. What's not to like? Then a guy who Jones does like a lot is George Forbank. Started the season well, great all-rounder. If you're going forward and a bit of jinkiness, etc. But in the heat of an international tight game, is he the fullback you want? Not 100% sure. Youngster Will Joseph, going from strength to strength. Really like this guy. He's got a lot of athletic ability. He's very quick, but he's very young. I don't think we can see the best of him for a while. Is it a bit early for the World Cup? I don't know, but worth having in the squad. Johnny May, I don't know if it is worth have him in the squad, to be honest. 32 years old. Is he first choice for his club? Are there better options? Hassel Collins maybe, Harry Potter for example. Maybe a bit fortunate, got quite a lot to prove. A guy who's been proving a lot, but he's only got one cap, is Alex Mitchell, the scrum half for Northampton. Playing so well, really on top of his game, right there, great age bracket. Yeah, he'd be in my squad, my 23 probably. Jack Noel, he's fit, he's jinky. I think he slowed down a touch. Again, I'm not sure if he completely stacks up against the best in the world wingers at the moment, but he's a good player. Guy Porter, for his 2 caps, didn't overly impress me. I think he's going to need a big camp, and if he gets into the squad, a big couple of games. Question marks maybe about Luke Northmore offering a little bit more in that centre role. Marcus Smith, 13 caps. He's got loads of talent. Does make a few errors sometimes, but the way Harlequins play, they kind of play and accept the errors, so he still needs to slot into that international mode where he's really metronomic, like Owen Farrell. But him and Farrell, I think, are my 2 10s easily. Got Freddie Stewart playing fullback for Leicester, absolutely tearing it up. We know he's great under the high ball, his tackling's decent, and he's getting bigger and stronger. He's never going to be the quickest, but what he does is really good, so happy with him. Then the controversy of Manu Tuolangi. Can he stay fit? Well, at the moment, he's playing full games for Leicester and he's playing at 12, which is exactly where England need to play him, in my opinion. Should he be in? Is he just a disaster waiting to happen with an injury at a key time? Possibly, but England aren't exactly flush with big centres. Jack Van Poortvliet there, 3 caps. I think he's been playing absolutely great. Ben Youngs, 117 caps. For me, Poortvliet and Mitchell are probably miles ahead of him at the moment on form and ability. But again, Jones likes an experienced head in there. So Youngs is in. He'll probably get plenty of game time as well. Like I said, Randall could have been in. Quirk, I think, still injured. So I think that's probably fair enough there on the back. So let me know what you think of all those players. Who should be in, who shouldn't be in. And I'll catch you next time.